Hey everybody, it's Master Aquatics, and I'm bringing you guys another video. Thanks for coming back, guys. Really appreciate the support. Let's go ahead and just talk about what needs to be talked about. Let's talk about how to take care of angelfish fry. Let's talk about some tips that you can use when raising angelfish fry and taking care of them and making sure that they stay alive, because everybody knows how difficult it can be to raise angelfish fry. It can be a tedious task, but if you take these tips into consideration, it should make it a little bit more easier. So, tip number one, always provide daily water changes every single day for your fry. Now, I'm not saying go all out and do like a 50% water change every day. That's too much. You don't want to do that. Do like a 25% water change every day for about a month and a half. Okay, this will ensure that your angelfish fry are gonna grow with nice fins, nice coloration, and they're not gonna be stunted. If you don't know what a stunted angelfish is, stunted angelfish does not look good. Okay, pretty much the eyes of the angelfish are about half the size of its body size, and they don't look good at all. You want a perfectly rounded angelfish with long fins. So water changes is going to help with that and make sure that they grow that way. Tip number two is you want to make sure that you feed them baby brine shrimp. This is the best thing that you can feed your babies. This will ensure that they grow pretty good. They'll have a nice growth rate if you feed them that stuff. If you don't know how to hatch baby brine shrimp, or if you just don't know where to get baby brine shrimp, if you go to Amazon and you search in baby brine shrimp and you find the San Francisco Bay brand, get that one. And there's a video on my channel. I'll even post a link in the description and in the comment section showing you how to hatch baby brine shrimp. When you are raising angelfish fry, you want to make sure that you hatch or start your baby brine shrimp batch, I would say a day or two before they start free swimming. Alright, next tip, make sure that you feed your angelfish fry 3 to 4 times a day. Now, this is going to be difficult for some of you because, a lot of you guys have life to deal with. So, some of you might be going to school, some of you might be working full time, some of you just have other stuff to deal with on a daily basis. So this might prove rather difficult, but that's the thing, is you got to make time to make sure that you are feeding them about 3 to 4 times a day. These guys need to be fed multiple times throughout the day. That's just how it is. So before you start raising angelfish fry, just know you got to make sure that you have time to feed them and do the water changes. Alright guys, next tip, make sure that you keep the temperature around 80 degrees. This is the best temperature to raise your angelfish fry. This will keep them with a steady appetite. This will also boost their immune system, so they will be a little bit more healthier. But that doesn't mean you can slack with the quality of your water and not remove the uneaten food and waste at the bottom of the tank, because even with the temperature turned up, you still have the potential to have parasites and diseases in there if you don't take care of all of the nasty gunk on the bottom of the tank. So that's very important. Make sure that you do that if you want your little babies to live happily ever after. The number one cause of death for angelfish fry is due to diseases and parasites due to bad water quality. So make sure you guys keep that in check to keep the little guys safe and happy. Okay guys, moving on to the next tip. Next tip is make sure that you are using sponge filters. Now, if you never used a sponge filter before, they are very easy to use, very cheap, and all you need is an air pump, some airline tubing, and a sponge filter, which you can get on Amazon. I'll be sure to post where you can get them at a good price in the description below. I'll post a link. I'll also post a link in the comment section. If you don't see the links right away, just give me time. I'm probably at work or something, but eventually I will post a link in the comment section. And I'll also post a video on how to set up the sponge filters. You never want to use hang on the back filter for your fry, because hang on the back filters will kill your fry. No doubt about that. It will immediately suck up all of your fry and they will get trapped and killed inside of the filter. And you really don't want that happen to your baby. So make sure you use baby-proof filters such as sponge filters. Some people have DIY methods of using hang on the back filters and baby-proofing them with like mesh and stuff. But in my experience personally, that has never worked out for me, so I stay away from that. And just to be on the safe side, I use sponge filters. Like I said, they're really cheap, and all they require is an air pump and airline tubing, and you got some baby-proof sponge filters. Okay guys, let's keep it moving. Next tip that I got for you guys: make sure that when you do set up your sponge filters, do not set them too close. Do not set them up too close to the corners of your aquariums. Have them kind of out in the middle where they are not too close to the sides of the aquariums, because angelfish can possibly get stuck in between the glass and the sponge filter, and they will end up choking themselves to death and dying. This has happened to me before. So please guys, do not make the same mistake that I did. Keep your sponge filters out in the open and your fry will be safe. Okay guys, if you made it this far into the video, I'm proud of you. I still got a few more advice to give you guys. The next piece of advice I'm going to give you is make sure that you are using a bare bottom tank. This is going to prevent your angelfish fry from possibly injuring themselves with the decorations that you decide to put into your tank. Also, do not put any gravel or any type of substrate into your aquarium. When the angels are a few weeks old, they really don't know how to navigate themselves in the tank too well. So if you have any gravel or any type of substrate in your aquarium, more than likely they will get stuck into your substrate and kill themselves. So you want to minimize death as much as possible with your fry. So I really recommend that you do not have any type of decorations or anything at the bottom of the tank where they can possibly injure themselves. Now, if you really want to add something to make your tank look a little bit better, or to try to make your fry feel a little bit more comfortable, you can add some anubius in there, or a type of potted plant in there. That's the only thing that I would recommend. Anything else is just unnecessary and is a potential safety hazard for your baby fish. Alright guys, next tip that I got to give you guys is try to keep same size angelfish fry together in the same tank. Now, with every batch of angelfish, you are going to have the 1 or 2 angelfish that's going to outgrow all the other angelfish twice as fast. And if you don't do something about those 2 bigger angelfish, there is a possibility that they might go after the smaller ones and eat your fry, and it does happen. I have seen fry eat smaller fry, and it's not a pretty sight. And like I said earlier in the video, you want to try to minimize death as much as possible with your fry, because you want to have a very good successful batch, and to do that you want to have as many fries survive as much as possible. Okay guys, so the last tip for this video is make sure that you are able to wean your angelfish into eating flakes about 1 month of age. Some fish keepers out there will start weaning them onto flakes like around 2 to 3 weeks of age, but I found the best results were after 1 month of age, and that's just what worked best for me. Everybody has different methods on that and different opinions, but again, my personal experience was weaning them onto the flakes after a month of age. It's because at that point, at 1 month of age, they're stable enough and healthy enough to where if they miss a few feedings, they will be fine. And the reason why I say that is because when you start weaning them into flakes, they're not going to want to eat flakes, and it's going to take them a while till they start getting used to that type of food. And you will have to feed them baby brine shrimp and flakes just so that they don't starve themselves to death, because sometimes that's what they'll do. It's because they're so used to eating that baby brine shrimp that they won't eat the flakes that you throw in there. But the best thing to do is when trying to feed them flakes is to constantly throw flakes in there 2 to 3 times a day, of course in small servings. You don't want to put big servings for each feeding because you'll foul up your water really quick, and you don't want to do that, and because that'll cause you to do more water changes, and if you don't do the water changes, then that's going to cause your water quality to go bad, and as I mentioned earlier, you don't want that for your angelfish fry. So those are my tips for the videos. Hopefully it helps somebody out there. I know these are the tips and advice that worked for me when raising angelfish fry. So hopefully it works out for you guys. And if you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you, and I really appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and share this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye, guys.